Yo, what's up, guys? In today's video, I got a bunch of Chicago Bulls news and updates. But before I jump into today's video, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Also, leave a quick like below today's video. It takes a second, helps me out a lot. And some comments and questions below today's video as well. Also, check out my last video if you guys missed it. I was talking about some potential trade targets for the Chicago Bulls and some roster changes. But nonetheless, let's just jump right into today's video, because some pretty important news just came out yesterday. You know, the Bulls have been missing Lonzo Ball and Zach LaVine for the past few games now, and Casey Johnson did put out some important information on both those injuries. And Lonzo Ball, I guess he had some treatment issues or whatever, and he is changing treatment plans to address his left knee per Billy Donovan. You know, his timeline is to be determined. Hopefully that will come out in a few days, and I'll keep you guys updated. But either way, it will all depend on how his knee responds to this new treatment. And Zach LaVine is back shooting. You know, he's not running or jumping, but he does feel better per Billy Donovan. You know, that's kind of good news. I don't know. It really sucks that both these guys are out, and it really does. They don't really have a timeline when they're going to return or anything like that. So I'll keep you guys updated on the whole Lonzo Ball situation. The Bulls are definitely missing his, I'd say, defense and just the way he runs the offense. And I think it's obvious Demar and Vuce are definitely missing Zach LaVine and just the way that he opens up the offense for every other Chicago Bulls player. You know, Billy Donovan did continue, and he said Zach LaVine and Lonzo Ball will not travel for the Chicago Bulls 3-game road trip that does start this Friday in Milwaukee. Let me just say, I don't know why they moved this game to ESPN. I swear the national media just likes to see this, I'd say, Bulls team that has been dealing with COVID and injuries for weeks now. They just like to see them get blown out and destroyed on national TV. But nonetheless, definitely leave some comments and questions below today's video about those two quick little injury updates. Like I said, I'll keep you guys updated on those guys. Hopefully they're back sooner rather than later, because February 4th, I am going to the Bulls game, and I swear every Bulls game that I have been to for the past few years now, either my favorite player is hurt, or I swear I've never been to a Bulls game where they have actually won a game. And the next topic in today's video is about John Collins. You know, for these past few weeks and months now, the Bulls have been kind of linked to everyone on the trade market. And I know especially Bulls fans in general have wanted the Chicago Bulls to trade for, or just target in general, John Collins for months, and honestly, I'd say a past year or so now. And let me just say, I really like John Collins. He's a very solid power forward in the NBA. The only problem I have with him, you know, the Hawks have been a pretty good team for this season and last season, and he's been really unhappy with how much he's got the basketball and how the Hawks offense has just kind of been ran around Trae Young. That's my only problem with him. But other than that, he is a very good power forward in the NBA. Like I said, I know a lot of Bulls fans have wanted to trade for him for a while now. This article did come out, and it was just a wild trade proposal, how the Bulls could land John Collins. And let me just first off say, there's no way this ever happens. I just don't see any place where this is realistic. You know, Bulls fans on Twitter have been talking about this recently, and I know Jeremy Grant. I'm going to give a quick little update on Jeremy Grant for later in today's video as well. I just feel like this is not realistic. I mean, he just signed a huge contract, and the Bulls are going to have to sign Zach LaVine this offseason. It just doesn't make sense in my opinion. I would love for us to trade for him. I mean, he's only 24 years old. He's a 6'9" power forward with a 6'11" wingspan. He was the 19th draft pick back in 2017. You know, for his career, he's been very solid in about 32 minutes a night. He's averaged 17 points per game, shooting about 54% from the field, 44% from three-point range. I'm really surprised it's that good of a percentage. Also averaging about 8 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and a block a game as well. He would be a great addition. I just feel like it's not really realistic. I mean, I did see the Hawks are open to trade anyone but Trae Young and Clint Capella. I highly doubt he does get traded. I feel like his name and trade rumors have just kind of been, I'd say, connected for years now, but I just don't see him getting traded. Let me know below today's video if you guys would want the Chicago Bulls to target him in the future. I mean, the trade deadline is about a month away. And the final topic in today's video is just a quick little update on Patrick Williams and a quick little update on all the Jeremy Grant trade rumors. You know, this article did come out from Bleacher Nation. Huge shout out to them. They were given a quick little injury, I'd say, update on Patrick Williams, and they were talking about how Patrick Williams reportedly has a mountain of trade value. And in the title of this article, they did say, should the Chicago Bulls trade Patrick Williams for Jerami Grant? I know Bulls fans are kind of 50-50 split on this topic. And before this little news came out surrounding Jerami Grant, I was for this if the Bulls front office did want to go all in and possibly trade for him. No matter what the Chicago Bulls front office does do at the trade deadline or in the future, I am 100% behind them. I mean, look at what they have done with this roster and this whole organization in about 1 to 2 years. And of course, Bleacher Report did put out this article talking about Jerami Grant. You know, he is the biggest name, and I feel like all the trade rumors that have been going around have his name involved. You know, this article did come out from Bleacher Report, and Jerami Grant still has 1 year remaining on his contract, and sources have said that Grant is expecting to sign a huge extension in the ballpark of a 4-year contract for $112 million for this upcoming offseason. First off, I just want to say I don't believe he's worth all that money. And to make this even more scary, and for me to want the Bulls to not trade for him even more, Bleacher Report did say, you know, Grant also has very little interest in joining a new team where he doesn't feel like featured as the #1 scoring option. So automatically just cross his name off. I just don't see him being a true #1 in the NBA. And he's going to want way too much money in my opinion. Also, huge shout out to Darnell Mayberry. He did put out these videos of Patrick Williams shooting pregame before the Bulls vs. Boston game just the other day. Patrick Williams has been shooting as he is recovering from his left wrist surgery. I'll make sure to throw up that video. And the Bulls are also keeping Patrick Williams conditioning up while he has been sidelined. I'll make sure to throw up that video as well. But it does seem like Patrick Williams is going to return this season, hopefully before the NBA playoffs, because the Chicago Bulls are definitely going to need his defense and rebounding in the playoffs, and to obviously guard the other team's best offensive player. And with all that great injury news coming out, that does make me really happy. Also, say the Bulls do want to go all in at the NBA trade deadline. Bleacher Report's Jake Fisher was obviously talking about Jerami Grant and how he's connected to the Bulls front office and how the Pistons are really interested in Patrick Williams. And he did say Patrick Williams has a mountain of trade value despite being out for the season with a dislocated wrist injury. So that's great to hear. Great injury updates for Patrick Williams, and he does have a lot of trade value if the Chicago Bulls do decide to go all in. Thank you guys for all the love on the channel and the past few videos. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys again for 21K. It means everything to me. Definitely check out my past few videos if you guys missed it. I've been trying to post every other day talking about all the news and rumors coming out. Also, just let me know below today's video by leaving some comments and questions. Just your thoughts on all these updates and all these trade rumors that just came out. Thank you guys for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a good one.